Graves' eye signs, so 5 sensible points. But before that, let's see the no specs criteria for Graves' signs. Graves' eye signs. Okay, Graves' disease, as we already know, clinical features characterized by a triad of ophthalmopathy, dermopathy, and also hyperthyroidism. This video is specifically for like eye signs and skin signs. Okay, so the eye science has a criteria. It's called the no specs criteria. No specs is going to expand this way. N for no signs and symptoms. O for only signs, no symptoms. S is soft tissue involvement. P for proptosis. E is extraocular muscles. C corneal involvement. S is sight loss. So that is a Graves' eye sign. Okay, yeah. So Graves' disease eye signs are no specs criteria. So N for no signs and symptoms. O is only signs, no symptoms. What sign do we see? It is a lid lag or lid retraction. That is O. S is soft tissue involvement, which is nothing but periorbital edema. P is proptosis, more than 22 millimeters of Hertel's test. HERTL. Hertel's test. E is extraocular muscle involvement, so it causes diplopia. Corneal involvement causes keratitis. Sight loss shows compression of the optic nerve. So these are all Graves' disease eye signs. Okay, so there are certain eye signs which are seen exclusively in Graves' disease. Okay, we will see 5 of them: chemosis, corneal ulceration, exophthalmosis, ophthalmoplegia, papilledema. Okay, just remember all these. Chemosis of the conjunctiva. So for the conjunctiva, there is chemosis. And then moving on a bit deeper, cornea, corneal ulceration. As a whole for the eye, we are expecting exophthalmos. So like the eye is bulging outside of the socket. Fourth is ophthalmoplegia. So like the muscle palsy, ophthalmoplegia. Okay, because of extraocular muscles are going to get in having a lot of this infiltrates, which is why because of the glycosaminoglycans and all. Okay, and inside the muscles. And then papilledema, which is like looking deep into the eye at the retinal level, there is papilledema. So for the conjunctiva, it is chemosis. For the cornea, there is corneal ulceration. For eye as a whole, there is exophthalmosis. For the muscles, there is ophthalmoplegia, just like hemiplegia for the legs. Ophthalmoplegia occurs here. Papilledema for the retina. Okay, one important sign is diplopia. Okay, diplopia results particularly when the person looks upwards and laterally, because inferior rectus muscle is most importantly involved, and that is why diplopia occurs. Okay, it's more prominent that way. And then, yeah, of course, proptosis can also be seen. It's again because of glycosaminoglycans. Moving on to the skin features of Graves' disease, itself has 6 things. Okay, but we're going to see, 6 things. The first one is palmar erythema. So we are starting with the palm. So we are asking the person's palm and looking at it. The palm is red in color. Okay, so like a rose, like someone, like this person just slapped someone. So the palm is red. That is palmar erythema. Second is they in the body, in like the chest areas, we are expecting spider nevi. Okay, spider nevi are seen here and there. Third is so like we are still looking at the hand, and then we are looking at the nails. In the nails, there is finger clubbing. It's called thyroid acropathy. Okay. Fourth, we are taking a closer look at the nail. We can see that the nail is taking off or coming out of the nail bed. It's called onycholysis. That is separation of the nail from the nail bed. And five, there is you're just looking at the person's eyebrows and like eyelids and like the general skin. So there is no hair here and there. Okay, there is alopecia. And five, we are looking at the person's skin. The person is pretty fair. So there is vitiligo, and sometimes the person is a bit darker, so there is pigmentation. I mean, it's no big special thing, but like we can say that too. And sixth one is pretibial myxedema. It's seen over the dorsum of legs and feet. Area is well demarcated, raised, thickened, maybe pruritic and hyperpigmented. That is myxedema. So it's just like lesions are seen here and there. That's the dermatological manifestation. You're looking at the palm, there is palmar erythema. We're flipping the hand. Looking at the nail, there is clubbing, which is otherwise called thyroid acropathy, and there is onycholysis, separation of the nail from the nail bed. And then a bit above, we are looking at the hand for hair. There is no hair, alopecia, and then the person has pigmentation here and there. But apart from that, the most important thing at the leg, we are looking at pretibial myxedema. Okay, that's right.